Hello everyone. I'm hoping that all of you are learning a lot in this faculty development program. Um, and then as you keep on going through the lectures, I'm sure you are getting more and more confident on the HTML lectures that has been given, and you might be learning a lot of things there. And the lecture series which I am providing to you is about creating high quality e-content, and this today is probably one of the most important lectures, because today I'm going to tell you how to flawlessly record your screen and record presentation. Now I'm going to discuss basically about three softwares, and the first software is something which is not exactly free. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to talk about the software which we basically call as Screencastify. Okay, so this is the software that we are going to use, and this is basically nothing but Google Chrome, which is your browser. Okay, this is the browser that I'm using, that's the Google Chrome. So Screencastify is a browser which is available with Google. So if you basically it's not a browser, it's basically an add-on. So what you do is you can go to the Chrome store, okay, Chrome web store. So what you can do is you can basically go to Google and then just type plugin. Okay, so you can say just type plugin for Chrome. Okay, and then you basically go for so we can just I can show you this website, plugin from Chrome. So you can go scroll down and then you can just go here. Okay, so Chrome dot these are the plugins that we have usually, or you can type add-ons and then you can directly land into the Chrome store. Once you go into the Chrome store and you need to be at the home page, you can search here for Screencastify. So once you type Screencastify and press enter, you basically get this. Okay, and then you will be having an option which says that add to Chrome. I have got rated because I've already installed it, but in general you will be having this kind of option which is nothing but add to Chrome, and then you can click it and it will be added to your Chrome. Now please remember, you need to be signed into your account, because this the recordings will be saved in your Google Drive into the account where you are signed in. Okay, so in case you have not seen the video on how to create a Google Drive account or how exactly to use Google Drive and what are its benefits and uses, you can refer to the previous lectures. But now I'm just going to tell you how to record the lecture. Okay, so what you do is basically you click here, and then as soon as you click this, you basically have it loading, and then you will be having your Screencastify screen. Okay, so this is something which is the Screencastify software, and this is free. But then there is a the catch here, that this software can be used free of cost only for 5 minutes, not beyond that. So there is a time limit for this. So before I proceed on how to lecture that 5-minute video, what will be the basic cost? Okay, so yeah, I can understand that most of us are mostly interested in free softwares, and that's quite available, but this is one of the simplest softwares that you can find on the net. And if you really want to purchase it, you actually have to spend a bit. So in general, if you just use it for free, you can use it for 5 minutes recording, 5 minutes lecture, and then it does have a lot of options there. But if you want to purchase it right now, because of the situation, they are giving some kind of discount here. So you basically have a $30 purchase. Okay, so approximately around 2,500 rupees, and then you can purchase and you can use it for a year. But if you are really loving the features, you can definitely go for purchase here. And then what you can do is, let me close this and let me just tell you how to record the lectures. Okay, so what you can do is you can just go to this, you can go to any of the browser and then just click on this. Okay, so every time you click on this, it will basically take some time to load, and after it loads, you have to just select the option. So suppose I want to record a PowerPoint presentation, because right now I'm concentrating only on the PowerPoint presentations. Okay, and then you have to click here, and you can see that I am logged into this account. This is the account which you have created on the first class, it's the second class, sorry, and this is the account where I'm logged in. So whatever recording you do, you basically are saving it in Google Drive of this particular account, and you can go for my recordings. If you have already recorded the lecture, that it will be listed here. Okay, and then this go unlimited, that means you are going to go for a paid version. Okay, and then if you go for options, you basically have some additional features which you can use. Okay, like where you want to save your video, you want to save it in your Google Drive, or you want to save it on your device. So you can save it on your device, that's up to you. Okay, You can record the background tab, you can drive upload progress or video edit progress and so on. Okay, but these are some of the advanced features and they are already selected for optimum condition. Okay, so based on this we can actually go for recording now. Okay, and then before you do any kind of recording, let me tell you this very simple fact that when you do any kind of desktop recording, there are some pre-settings that you need to do, and this is more or less same in most of the softwares. Okay, one more thing here is, in case you want to actually switch your account, you can do that. In a paid version you also get an editor, so you can use an editor to edit your videos. For example, you want to put in some text and so on. Okay, and you can also switch your account. So if you want to just click here and then you can switch your account to some other Google account that you want to use. Okay, but anyway, we'll skip this part of switching the account, and then if you can go for settings here, okay, you can actually go for a resize tab. Now look here, the resolution at which it is getting recorded is quite high. It is 720 pixels. So you basically can go down to 480. In general, an on-screen recording, when you're recording a PPT, and you have bigger letters which are written or alphabets written in your presentation, 480 works fine. Now the benefit here is that if you don't have much space in your Google Drive, or if you don't have much space in your device, or you want to upload in YouTube, it's always preferable that you keep your videos small. So if you do an on-screen recording, it's a small video, and if you limit the resolution, it becomes even smaller in size. So for right now I'm just going to do it this way. Okay, I'm just going to lower the resolution. Okay, and then if I just click on this, this is one of the things that actually happens every time you need to click this, and then I go for this. I've limited the resolution is slow now. Okay, so I'll just keep it at for this. Okay, so this is the tab size. Let me just keep the tab size as maximum. Okay, so I'll just maximize the tab size. Okay, so once you actually do this, okay, once you have this tab size is maximum. Okay, with this way to have some, because I'm using a shared screen, so actually it's taking a lot of space here. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just do a maximize the screen here, and then again I'll go for the recording. So so let's look into some other settings. We've got the maximum frame rate, which is 30 frames per second. So please remember, if the frame rate is higher, that means your recording would be smoother. Okay, you can also enable the auto stop option, but I'm not activating it right now. Next, what I want to do, I want to record the desktop, I want to record only the webcam. Okay, or I want to record the browser, or I want to record browser with the webcam. So let me record a browser with the webcam. So what I'll do is, I'll just click, let's say, a browser. Okay, so I can just take the browser, and then this will actually record the browser. Okay, or any of the apps that is being opened. Okay, so let me just go for microphone now. If I want to use, what kind of microphone I'm going to use, so right now I'm using a Realtek high definition microphone. So that's actually the default microphone of my laptop, and then I can use an embedded webcam. If you don't want to use your webcam, you can just shut it down. Your webcam won't be recorded, but if you want to record your webcam, it's always better that you switch it on. Okay, and then if you have followed my last lecture, this webcam can be the web camera, which is the default, belongs to your laptop, or you can actually go for a Droid cam. So if you have switched on the Droid cam software, this will get activated, and you can click on it, and you can have your camera feed directly from your mobile. Okay, then what I do, I can press record, and as soon as I press my record option, okay, my webcam will basically get activated. Okay, so what I have here is the recording, which is actually happening. Okay, and then you see my webcam gets activated. So you can look at me now, and then with the sound that you have just heard, that is basically what is getting started with the recording. So what I can do is, I can go to my PPT. Okay, and then once I go to my PPT, I can actually start the presentation, and the webcam is also getting recorded at the okay, at the background, and then I can start my PPT, and then basically start my recording. Okay, so once I start my recording here, okay, this will basically record, and then if I want to actually stop it, okay, I can go for this here, and you can see here the options is already getting activated here, and then I can click this. Okay, and then it will basically stop. Okay, so I can close this on. Okay, hide tools. Okay, so this is actually nothing but the webcam. I can switch it on or switch it off, and if I want to stop it, I can click here, and then basically this is getting paused. Okay, so if you can pause it at the middle, you can do something else, and then again you can start with the recording, and then so on. You can do that, and you can just, if you want to just finish your recording, you just press stop. Okay, so once you press stop, what happens is your presentation or whatever you have recorded will get uploaded in your Google Drive. So you can see that this is getting uploaded on Google Drive. Okay, and then we actually have a shareable link that we have here. Okay, so you can share it, and there are a lot of options here. So it's basically saving to drive, that is, it's saving to my Google Drive. Okay, and then I can check my Google Drive and I will see that it's saved. Okay, so you see Screencastify, a folder has been created on its own. Once I open this, it is basically saved. Okay, now since I have just saved it, this basically gets saved in the WEBM format. But there are other options here which you can do. I can actually publish it to YouTube directly, or I can share it to my Google Classroom if I have recorded my lecture. Okay, and I can also see a preview here. So if you want to see a preview, you can see this. Okay, this preview is already there. Whatever has been recorded is here. Okay, so whatever is recorded on screen is already here, and then I can check this. Okay, so since I'm using an extended screen, I'm using a projector screen, so this screen is particularly not recorded. But if you are directly using your laptop, you can directly use it. Okay, so that's a very simple process. So So as I say, I can see that the recording has been done. Okay, so let's escape this. Okay,
gets activated, so you can look at me now, and then with the sound that you've just heard, that is basically what is getting started with the recording. So what I can do is I can go to my PPT. Okay,
so I can just trim it, I can save it, I can do some kind of editing. Okay, and then the biggest drawback of this particular software is that I can just use and record a video for only 5 minutes. Okay, so once it's done, I can actually download it. Okay, I can also download it. Okay, so if I can download, I can use it in different. So what I have here is a share option where I can share it, but I also have a download option. So if I basically download it, what happens is it gets exported as an MP4, which is one of the more popular format. If I directly download it, it gets downloaded in WEBM format. So let me just export it as an MP4 file. Okay, and then I can just click on export, and then it basically gets exported to your Google Drive. Okay, and then you can actually check in your Google Drive, or you can download it and upload it separately, or you can share it on your WhatsApp and so on. Okay, so it depends on the students. Okay, what kind of option they prefer for watching the video. Okay, so you can see the video size is just 2.2 MB. Okay, and it gets usually downloaded at a very fast speed if you have a good internet connection. Okay, once downloaded, you can watch it on the VLC player. So this was Screencastify, which you can actually use to record the videos and so on. But as I told you that this can record only 5-minute video. Most of the time it's not very helpful, because you don't need to you usually record a longer videos when you go for video lectures. Okay, so next let me just tell you another software which is basically called Flashback. Okay, I'm using a pro version here, but in general, if you go to the website and go for downloading this is something which will be not a full version. You'll be actually getting a demo version. Okay, so if you go for you can just type in Flashback. Okay, and then you can press enter, and then what you get is the screen recorder, which is called the Flashback screen recorder. Okay, so once you record this screen recorder, you download this screen recorder. It does have a Windows version. Okay, and then after downloading, you can actually install it. It is a simple exe file. But then the problem here is that this is also not full version. When you do your recording with the downloaded software, which is free, it is valid for a limited period of time, and at the same time there will be a watermark which will come in. Okay, but the editing part is quite cool. And what you do here is basically, if you open the software, it will actually give you a similar option like Screencastify, but this is nothing online here. You are doing something which is offline. Okay, so once you open this, okay, you should have enough space in your C drive. Definitely, whenever you are doing any kind of recording, there you need to take care of. I usually don't have much space right now. Okay, okay, so let's just do this. So you can see that my webcam is on. Okay, and then let's look into the options now. So what the options are: I want to record the entire window, I want to record a particular region, or I want to record the full screen. So let me for now keep it on with full screen. Do I want to use the microphone? Yes, I do need to use the microphone, the similar setting. And then what about PC sound? Do I want to keep it on? So for example, you are playing a video on your presentation, or some kind of sound which is there in your system, okay, during your presentation. Do you want to record that? If you want to record it, you can keep it on, or else you can switch it off. Okay, so let me just keep it on for now. And then you want to use a webcam, and webcam, again, as I told you, if you watched my last video, you can use a Droid cam, or you can simply use the web camera, default web camera of your laptop. Okay, and then when you do the recording, do you want to record, show the webcam while recording, or you don't want to show the webcam while recording? Well, it's always better to have a good interaction. So what I've activated is a recording and showing the webcam. The good thing here is that I can actually place my screen of my webcam anywhere I want. So let me just keep it at the corner. Okay, and then I can straight away go for record. Okay, if you want to record only the webcam, if you want to interact with your students, you can just go for recording only for webcam. Now you might be thinking that if I am using a laptop webcam, this webcam is not actually very good, the resolution is not good. So what kind of webcam you should go for? Okay, so if you want to go for a good webcam, what you can do is you can just purchase one. Okay, a Logitech HD webcam is a good option. Okay, so if you just go for search for Logitech webcam, okay, now this is the webcam that I was talking about. It usually has a good feature, okay, and it comes at a price of 1699 or 1700. Okay, so you can purchase this and you can make it more professional for creating better content. But please remember, if you're recording something using a webcam, this space that it takes, or the size of the file that you'll have visually will be longer. Okay, so then let's go for record. So once I start the recording, okay, as soon as I press the recording, okay, it will basically work. And please remember, if you are using a recording option, you basically need to have a good system. So once I have the record option on, I can actually, I'm recording it on the secondary monitor, this monitor. So I'll press record, and once it starts recording, what I can do is I can start with my presentation. Okay, so I can maximize this. Okay, I can maximize this and actually do the recording. So whatever I am doing, the on screen, whatever task I am doing, I can basically record it. Please remember, this is unlimited, but the only problem is it is the trial period is valid for a limited time, and then there will be a watermark. Okay, and then after I do my presentations, recording and all, I have already shown you in the last class how to start with the presentation. You can just press this, start the recording, and everything is done, and then you can just stop this. Okay, so it's a very simple task. And then what happens in Flashback is if you save it, it's basically going to get saved in a format which is not readable by most of the video players. You cannot upload it in YouTube. So what you do is you go for play option. So once you go for the play option, what happens is it will basically open in the editor. So if you are interested in editing your editing your video, you can actually use this editor. But then the Flashback Pro editor is not very user friendly as far as I am concerned, and that's why like I prefer not to use an editor while recording a video, because see, as a teacher we don't have that much time of recording the video, editing it, and then uploading it. Okay, it takes a lot of time. What I want is edit and directly record and directly able to put it on the YouTube. Okay, so if I look into this, okay, the recorded video, okay, I'll just bring it in my secondary screen. So if I look here, okay, sorry, okay, so if you look here, you have your video here. This is something which is getting recorded. I'm not showing you the editing part because it will take a long time. So what I'll show you is how to save it in MP4. I'll go for a file and I will go for export, not save as. If I go for save as, what happens is this gets saved in a different format altogether. Okay, so if I use it this way, okay, this gets saved in the format which is FBR, which I don't want. I basically go for file and then I can go for export here. Okay, so if I go for export, what happens is you have different options here. The best option would be MP4, and then I can go for MP4 and then I can press OK. Once I press OK, there are some options that I can select. I can basically have the whole movie, or I can select certain frames. Let's keep this to whole movie, and then I can go for frame rate. If you go for frame rate, you can see the full frame rate is 15 frames per second. If the frame rate is more, always remember when you are saving a video, if the frame rate is more, the video is going to be smoother because more number of frames are going to get captured while recording it. Okay, and then your video and sound quality, I'll keep the quality at highest. Okay, and then I want to export the sound, I can definitely export it. Okay, and then I can just go for export here. Okay, I'll close this and then I can just go to this. Okay, I don't need this anymore. I'll just use the simple editor here. Okay, so once I go for export, okay, I'll have the export option. Okay, so once I have this export option, I'll have this mp4 file, so I can just rename or name it. Okay, and then I can just save it. Okay, so let me just save it in the desktop for now. Okay, and then check. Okay, so since this was a very short video, it won't take much time, but if you're making a longer video, it's going to take a bit of time. Okay, but what I suggest is, for now you can actually try out this software and get a feel of how to record an on-screen lecture. Okay, so this is done, and then you want to view it. Okay, let me just close it for now. Okay, I'll view it after I close this editor. So what I can do is I can close the editor. Okay, and then I want to save the recording discarded. Let's say no, because I have already exported the mp4 file, so I can just discard it. Okay, and then I can close the editor. So I have closed the editor, and then I have my file here on the desktop. Okay, I'll just bring it on the desktop. So once I have it here, okay, I can just watch it. Okay, so if I watch this, okay,
maximize this. Okay, I can maximize this and actually do the recording. So whatever I'm doing the on screen, whatever task I'm doing, I can basically.
So this is basically because the resolution I'm using.
But the only problem is it is trial period.
So it basically gets recorded. Okay, and then you can use it. Yeah, so this is something which is getting recorded. So whatever I said, I just put record.
How to start with the presentation.
So I'll close this. Okay, so this was all about recording using two softwares. Okay, so I'd like that you can actually carry this task. If you have a laptop or a desktop, you can install these two softwares and try recording. Tomorrow I'm going to tell about this software, which is OBS. The OBS is slightly more complicated, so I'd like to tell it in more detail. I'd like to take an entire class in order to teach you with this. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you.